Alright, so let's pop out our chat again, get our map, and okay, let's jump right back into this mission again. As what I normally do, split my episodes up. Oop, wait, actually, hang on a second. We gotta let, for some reason, the fuck? No, don't. What is this shit? There we are. For some reason, my chat. Wait, what is going on here? There we go. Okay, so now we got our chat out. Everything looks pretty good to me. All right, let's there we go. Got everything arranged. Let's jump right back into the Aurora Glade mission. Like I was saying before, I normally break up my episodes pertaining to when I take my breaks and whatnot, and that's how I end up chopping them up, my live streams. So I'm pretty sure that nobody's going to want to watch an entire like 45-minute long video of me failing this mission, so I'll probably just publish them both. They will be divided up just for the sake of ease. Well, this should go fairly quick now that we know exactly what we're doing and where we're going. But no, unfortunately, we're going to sit here and have to fight all these monsters. I guess I could probably just, you know, run past them all. I mean, I don't really have to actually run through these guys and fight them all. But might as well. Besides, I really don't want to be put in one of those situations where we end up aggroing like a small group of the spiders, and then we end up aggroing moss spiders, and then jungle trolls and everything else. Might as well just get it all done in one shot. I'm getting messed up here. Gotta be a little bit more careful with this. Guess that's the one downfall of my build is if I'm going to really maximize the double dragon and actually have Inferno do anything, I need to be right there in the mix, but I need to put my people up there first. With the exception of these moss scarabs, because they're level 12. And they just go down so easily. You know, as I was saying before about having you guys maybe give some suggestions about maybe some future campaigns, specific games and whatnot, something that I actually was considering was there's one game that was recently put on early access. It's called Freeman Guerrilla Warfare, and it's basically like a Mountain Blade warband if it was put into some sort of like war-torn Eastern European area. It's a very interesting game, but it's still on early access, and well, I don't know what else to say about it. It's like that's kind of the gist of it as far as it being kind of like Mountain Blade, but because of the fact that it's still in early access, the game is basically like what, an alpha build or beta build, something like that. It's still really early in its development is what I'm trying to say, and it runs okay, but there's just not a lot of content in the game. It's not optimized at all, and I was playing around with it for at least a good like 4 or 5 hours the other day, and pretty much made that executive decision that I just can't do it. And just strictly speaking, just out of principle, I absolutely do not support early access games whatsoever. The fucking video game industry has made me so wary about what I do and what I buy that I just don't do early access, because you never know if you're going to spend however much the game is, and the developers, you know, collect a whole bunch of money and just say, well, you know something, we don't feel like playing this, or we don't feel like developing this anymore. Thanks for your cash. And then you're stuck with a dead game in your Steam library forever. I'd rather avoid that. I made that mistake one time with DayZ, and I was so pissed off because that game is never going to be fully released. It's never going to be continually be finished. It'll never come out. I think there was a boss over here, wasn't there? There was. Let's go kill him. So I was a little hesitant about purchasing the game, but I mean, the whole like modern day Mountain Blade kind of aspect was something that kind of sold me over. And I did watch a couple videos on it, and it did look like it was fairly unique. I mean, other than the aspect that I keep describing. I mean, it's fun. But we're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to wait on that. I'm not gonna produce a series on that game until it's a bit more optimized. I have mentioned in a channel update video several months ago about how I greatly desire to play some Counter-Strike. To actually start up a new Counter-Strike clan and record some of that content of us just kind of screwing around. But I just don't know anybody that's actually interested in playing that game anymore. And when I say Counter-Strike, I absolutely positively do not mean Global Offensive at all. Oh shit, I'm too far away for that. Oops. What I mean by Counter-Strike is like the original Counter-Strike 1.6 or Condition Zero or Counter-Strike Source. And it was just almost kind of ironic because right before I started up doing YouTube and doing my channel and whatnot, I was actually part of this pretty active Counter-Strike Source clan, and there was a lot of infighting, a lot of bullshit, and that group just totally crumbled. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to actually, you know, record us playing. And I have said and made mention a few times elsewhere that, you know, it's like, if anybody was interested, you know, I might actually start up my own server and try to do it again, but I'd really need to have enough people out there that showed interest into it, because, you know, managing a Counter-Strike server is, it's very time consuming. You know, the actual administration of it is not time consuming. It's more like keeping up a good, healthy server population. That's the time consuming part, because it's like, you know, you could have a Counter-Strike server and it could be absolutely flawless, never crashes, no problems, you know, technically, but if nobody's playing on it, it doesn't really make sense. And I know a lot of people that have subscribed to my channel. I mean, I don't want to alienate anybody because everybody's so used to, I think at this point, in me playing strategy games, or I mean, now that I mix it up a little bit with some RPGs and stuff, even though I stated that I was absolutely going to do that, I feel like some people might actually balk at the idea of me doing a bang bang pew pew game, a first person shooter. But I don't really care. I really don't. I don't care about that, because that was something I was actually originally planning on doing, if that was a possibility. So if any of you people are interested in perhaps playing one of the earlier Counter-Strike games, one of the earlier iterations, just let me know. And maybe we'll get something in the mix. It would be nice. The previous Counter-Strike Source clan that I was a part of, I was actually one of the main administrators there that took care of like a lot of the server side aspects. And I have a complete and working copy of that. So all I need to do is actually just pay for the server itself, and we'd be rocking and rolling. We just need to change a few things. But that would be actually fairly minor. I do have to say that, you know, after I've investigated the original Counter-Strike, because I love the original Counter-Strike. It's my favorite. It's actually in my top 10. You know, since I've made mention of this game being in my top 10, Diablo 2, the original Counter-Strike is definitely in there. The state of that game is so abysmal, though. It's like, you go in there and all the servers in there are like, they're like Mexican servers and Venezuelan servers and Brazilian servers. It's like every server on there is a Hispanic server. There's really no like European servers. There's really no American servers. It's just strange. It's so off-putting to find that that's like, oh, I'm gonna die here. Hey there. Oh, god damn it. That's what I get for not paying attention. Gotta be a little bit more careful here. It's nothing to say, you know, nothing against all these like Hispanic servers out there. I'm just saying that there's not really a lot of variety. It's weird too, because I've always thought that, you know, American culture was such a dominating force in the world. And I'm not saying that to be ethnocentric or anything, or be jingoistic. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that, you know, American culture definitely does kind of dominate, you know, at the world stage. And, you know, what's popular here in America might end up catching on in some other region of the world. You know, there's like a lag time. So it's like in the early 2000s, Counter-Strike was really huge. And then as Counter-Strike kind of, you know, dissipated over time and became less and less popular, or at least the original one did, you know, it started catching on in other countries, I think, a lot more. Oh shit, now he's being attacked. Oh, we gotta save him, men. Go, over here. Shit, we got a boss. No! Oh, motherfucker, he died. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Dude, he was just standing there before. What's up? Wow. Oh my god. Well, so much for doing the goddamn bonus mission here. I guess we just got a bad spawn. Wow. There's no way we can actually resurrect him. Motherfucker. Urgh. Means I'm gonna have to do this piece of shit mission again. Anyways, as I was saying, you know, I saw something that actually kind of caught my eye. I was watching, I think it was like Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown, I think it was. It was one of his shows after he left the Travel Channel and went to CNN, and he did an episode on Cuba. And what was really interesting about it was that emo was really big there. And emo was really big here in the States in, what, like the mid-2000s? And then after the mid-2000s, it pretty much went back to being kind of like an underground thing, right? It wasn't a popular thing anymore. And I just found it weird that there must have been like a cultural lag time that emo didn't catch on in Cuba, at least for a number of years. And it wasn't quite a decade, but it was still like, what, probably a good like maybe 6 or 7 years or so. I've always found that to be really, really fascinating. So when I log into the original Counter-Strike and I see like a lot of like Mexican and Venezuelan servers, I'm just like, man, it's got to be huge there. Or at least this is actually showing that it's pretty big. It's big and popular there. So I just wonder if it's the same phenomenon that's at work, where it's just, you know, what used to be really big and popular over here is now big and popular over there, and it's taken quite a bit of time for it to actually work its way over to those parts in order to be popular, if that makes sense. All right, I want you guys to attack the abbot without dying, please. It'd be really embarrassing. All right, so I'll let my little homeboys there kill that boss. As far as like Counter-Strike Conditions 0, I have not really investigated that game, so I can't really speak too much about that. Counter-Strike Source, I don't know. The fucking game is kind of dying. It does have a decent population in there, but it was really hard for when I was part of that active group to actually find a lot of just like random people to play. because it seems like it was really sporadic. There'd be like some nights where, man, everybody was playing that game, and then there'd be other nights where like nobody was playing that game. Alright, so I read the wiki again, and it said basically what you wanted to do is take the first pedestal and then take one of these. We're going to take this pedestal here, and then we're going to flag our people to basically sit on this one. And then I'm going to rush back and actually get another crystal. Because these white abbot guys, or white abbots, white mantle, they're finite. Eventually you end up killing them all. So now that I keep my people there, I'll just be able to walk my way back and forth. And if we still had the option of actually getting into the bonus mission here, basically you just didn't want to activate all of these pedestals at once. Otherwise that pretty much ends the mission. I'm still really salty about that. Fuck, a guy died. I didn't even have a chance to. It's just really weird. The first attempt, like he was just standing there, just chilling. Okay, I think this is. So I'm not sure if. What happens if I actually activate this one? Do we win? Is that it? Oh, they took that one back. See, they're sending another group over here. It's the ritualists that are carrying the thingamabobbers, the crystals. You know what? Let's eat one of our cupcakes so we move a little bit faster. So it's kind of like a cat and mouse type of thing, where we're just going to consistently have to grab these crystals and take back these things. See, they just took that one back. So what they're going to do is they're going to send the ritualists back over to this platform right in front of us and try to take it back. Oh, we're not going to let them. Wait, where are they going? Dude, what are you doing, dude? There's one right over here. Come on. Let's see if we can cut him off. That's so dumb. I'm actually going to help out my people here. Just going to sit back and actually cast Flare. An unnatural signet. Alright, men. Go back over there and take care of that abbot. And they did take that one back. So I gotta be careful here. Because if they end up activating them all, we lose the mission again. Which is definitely not gonna happen now. Alright, we'll take my group when they're done fucking around over here. God damn it, they're taking it back. No! Go get them. I'm thinking after we're done with this mission, we'll find out where we're at after this, and then we'll probably work our way over to actually play some Diablo 2. I've had a hankering to actually get into that game again. Okay, let's kill this savant here. Alright, just put all my people over there while I go back and get a crystal. Because they're either going to come back for that pedestal. Ah, see, there we are. There's that sycophant. Oh, shit. No, what are you doing? Get him. Not sure if I was actually close enough to, when I casted Double Dragon, to actually affect my own, one of my own people. Oh, there goes our healer. Looks like we got a rune or an insignia. Nice. Well, since they're going to keep those guys busy... Oh, here we go. Here's another runner. I'm going to eat him alive. Die! Yes. See, this mission would be a lot easier with other people. So it looks like I have one more that I've got to tick off here, where I'm going to have to do the bonus by myself. I know that a lot of the ladder missions are actually fairly difficult. I mean, of course they are. But as far as the bonuses and whatnot... Dude, is that another runner? Oh, it totally is. You know what I need? I need like some... like movement... penalty. Oh, he's gonna walk by all those other guys. Yeah. Should be able to wipe him out. There you go. Yeah, if I had like, what was it? Imagine Burden? That'd be really great. I feel like this would be a really good mission to actually be a ranger in too, because you could lay down, I think it was a spike trap, which gives them the crippled condition. Say it'd be like a ranger Mesmer. I do have to say, I'm actually really in love with that combination. Because if you're going to end up doing the whole interrupting, there's just nothing that beats that. Alright, I think we've managed to wipe them all out. Let's go pick up all of our wares, all of our loot. And go over here and crush this guy. It's just the demagogue now. But first, let's find out what we got. Bone lace. Shite. And what are you? Looks like he might be a monk. Nope. Pathetic. Let's get our chest. So now that we killed the demagogue, I think we pretty much just have to actually activate the one shrine now. And that should be the end of it. Did we win? Damn it, I'm gonna lose out on my gold. It doesn't auto pick that up. So now we have to kill Grook Plugalug. Where are we, by the way? Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is the actual last mission in this area. I think after this, I think it takes us back into Crichton territory. These Thorn Devourers suck ass. I hate them. They must die. Look at that guy run away from my double dragon. That's so meta. Alright, well, let's go kill Mr. Groog here. He's not the boss we want. We want the big, bitey, phallus-looking thing. Yes. Quadruple dragon bitches. Plus an inferno, baby. Alright, is this thing supposed to actually spawn here in the water, or maybe it's in the next pond? I'm guessing there's probably going to be more of the scorpion bug things that actually pop out. Or probably like moss scarabs or something. Or nothing. Okay. Oh. I just got interrupted there. So I totally understand this whole mission. Like, we were supposed to prevent the white mantle, but not really getting this part. This kind of doesn't really seem to go with the story very much about why we're here and fighting this this weird monster. Behemoths. Oh, okay, never mind. So that's the actual Henge Guardian. Never mind then. Clearly, I'm a fool. Although I was under the impression that we were actually supposed to actually protect the Henge Guardian and not actually kill it. Let's take out the other behemoth before we start working on the boss. Henge Guardian actually did a bit of an interrupt spell there, so that's why my flare isn't like auto-activating here. So good. Oh, I don't have my bonus. Urgh.
Well done.
Thank you.
Now we have a safe place from which to strike back at the White Mantle. Today, the tides have been turned. Come on. The old Druid Temple should be just over the waterfall. It's time to take a look at our new home.
A new chapter now lies open for Tyria. The page has been turned, and the conflict begins in earnest. All is as I have foreseen.
Because the prior conflict was totally trivial? It was all for naught? Trying to tell me this is actually where the real story begins? I call bullshit. So the Henge of Denravi here is supposed to be an actual, like, major hub. But as you can see, there's nobody here. And it's not because the game's so old and there's just not, like, a huge population. It's just kind of always been this way. Like, there's no reason to actually hang out here. I don't understand why they made this place a major hub. It just makes no sense. Anyways, this is where I'm going to cut it off. We'll come back and live stream some Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction in a little while. I'm still kind of feeling some Guild Wars here, but I want to do some cartography. And, you know, goddamn, I've been saying this so many times here. I still have not done the Wilds bonus. I still have not done Aurora Glades bonus, and I still have not done the surveying of the greater Maguuma Jungle here. So that's what I'm gonna actually get off my ass and do. I'm not totally burnt out on playing Guild Wars right now. I'm just not really feeling the rest of the live stream, because basically what we're gonna have to do is, I think, walk to our next mission, which might actually be the Riverside Province. So I'll save that for another time. It'd be really nice to actually clean up this map and clean up those 2 bonus missions on my own. Unless, of course, you guys want to join me. If you guys want to hop on, I'm playing on usually the American servers. I mean, when I'm in town or whatnot. It's Magicide Mage Mute, so if you guys want to jump in, I will be back in a few minutes, and then maybe we can actually, you know, go around and explore. It'd be really fun. Maybe actually nice to play with some of you fine folks out there. So perhaps maybe I will see you guys in a few. Otherwise, I will see you guys in, oh, I don't know, a few hours when we start to live stream some D2. So I'll see you guys then. Take care and have a good one.